Have you ever had that one character in particular where no matter what, you're going to defend them like down to the ground? You are going to make sure that you defend this character. For me, one of those characters is definitely Kikiyo from Inuyasha. We are going to get right on into it because I know she's not a favorite. However, I'm going to give you the reasons why I will defend her as if I get paid on the internet for it. So sit back, relax, and let's just get right on into it. So, for those of you that have never watched Inuyasha at all, you've never heard of it, whatever, Kikiyo is the what's the best way to describe Kikiyo exactly? Okay, so she was a priestess. Mind you, she was a young girl. She was a 17-year-old girl with the task to basically look after the Shikon jewel. The best way I would describe Kikiyo, she was a young 17-year-old girl left with the task to basically keep watch 24/7 of this jewel, this very, very powerful jewel. Mind you, that demons, humans, priests, priestess, everybody wanted this jewel. But this young girl was tasked to watch over it. She falls in love with a boy. This boy just so happens to be a half demon, and she is pitted against by an outside force and pretty much is unalived about this jewel. Fast forward 50 years, she is brought back to life, not because she wants to be, but because other people want her power and other people want what she was. Like she was a very, very powerful priestess despite her age. And just imagine the only thing that people say about you is that you're bitter and that you came between two people who were in love, who, if you ask me, are actually not in love. That man does not love. I just want to say this real quick. All right, all right. That man does not love Kagome. Okay. If y'all could see my notes about my rewatch series that I'm doing right now, I don't know how many times I've written in there that that man does not love her. Or if you follow me on TikTok, I'm posting my thoughts in real time about Inuyasha, and I'm pretty sure in two of those I've already said, like, this man does not love her. But I'm getting off topic. Kikiyo is portrayed to be this bitter, vengeful spirit, but is she a bitter, vengeful spirit, or is she just a sad girl that didn't get a chance to live the life that she thought that she was going to live with Inuyasha? So let's back up for a second. What is it that Kikyo and Inuyasha actually hope for together? I'm glad you asked because I know the answer to that question. They wanted to run away together. He was going to essentially use the jewel, purify the jewel, and in a good way, use it, make a wish, become human, and live forever with Kikyo, get a house on some land, have a couple kids. That's literally all that they wanted to do together. That was it. So why didn't that happen? Well, there was this gentleman by the name of Onigumo who she, doing her due diligence as a priestess, was tending to his wounds despite him being a thief, a murderer, and all these other things. She still tended to his wounds and did everything that she could to help him. So how did that go wrong? Well, Onigumo ended up later on becoming Naraku. And Naraku, let's just say that he got some beef with Inuyasha. I'm gonna save it for y'all later. I'm gonna save it for later as to why, because y'all gonna be like, what? But he pitted them against each other, essentially. He shapeshifted into Inuyasha and unalived Kikiyo, and then he shapeshifted into Kikiyo and was basically trying to unalive Inuyasha, but it didn't work. So fast forward, there's this huge misunderstanding, and to these two, it seems as though that misunderstanding just happened yesterday when it was in fact 50 years ago. So all of their feelings are fresh. Kikyo was not only angry and hurtful about what had happened to her, but essentially she just kind of felt like everything was for nothing. Like when she found out that the jewel had been shattered and all of these things had been happening, she's just like basically her life was meaningless. Like her life didn't mean anything. And now here was her lover running around with her reincarnation, but they're two different people, okay? The show does a really good job at treating them as two different people. So that's what I always treat them as: Kagome, Kikiyo, two different people. And she came back with a heart full of hate. And it wasn't necessarily her fault. Like, you have to think about it. She didn't get a chance to live her life as a teenage girl. She didn't get a chance to do anything that she wanted to do. And then when she is resurrected, of course, she thinks that her lover that she was supposed to run away with was the one that unalived her. So there's hate in her heart for him there. And I just feel like it was just such a big misunderstanding when it came to Kikiyo. And I feel like instead of people really, really wanting her to be this big bad evil person, they're not stepping outside and really like looking into everything and saying like, wow, okay, her crash outs are justified. They very much are. And I know a lot of people are like, oh well, they're not together and blah 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 blah. They were literally about to run away together the day that the two of them were unalived. Like, if that's not more of it doesn't matter, like what they were by the time that they were both, in a sense, resurrected, but in different ways, that should speak volume about the relationship and how she felt so deeply about it. And even throughout the entire series, Kikiyo was a pawn. Kikiyo was being used. Kikiyo was forever a pawn until the moment that she was still no longer. Up until the point where she truly gave up on trying to, you know, collect more and more souls. And then eventually along the way, which is something that I don't really hear people talk about much of, is that she had a change of heart. She wanted to help Inuyasha. She wanted to help the rest of them. But I feel like people are always just so stuck on Kikiyo being this evil, this bad, this manipulative person. And it's like, can you blame her? If my entire life was basically, oh, I have to protect this jewel, I have to do this, I can't live the life that I want to live, and da 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 da. I mean, how exactly are you supposed to take that? Okay. I think that Kikiyo is an example of a character that is truly the victim of tragedy. Like that's really like what she was. Like, Kikiyo got no happy ending. She did not get a happy ending. And she wasn't happy like at all, at no point. And the moment that she thinks that she's going to find happiness, it's taken away from someone else because of their own motives and motivations. So I say give my girl some grace. I say give Kikiyo all the grace in the world, because at the end of the day, she was a 17-year-old girl that was unalived over a jewel that I feel like, of course, like, yeah, she was powerful, but y'all couldn't find no like older like priest or priestess or somebody to watch over that jewel. Like, I understand she had these special powers, but it's like she was literally a child. So that is a character that I will forever defend. I'm going to forever defend Kikiyo because she did not deserve anything that she got. And she was also a character that she wasn't happy. And the only time she was happy, it did not last long. It was literally a sliver of a second in the retrospect of a lifetime. So give Kikiyo some grace. Okay. There's way worse anime characters out there that y'all give grace to. So give my girl Kikiyo some grace. All right. Let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know if you agree or even if you disagree. I'm okay with that because look, in this world, everybody's not going to agree with us, but I would like to know why you do or don't. But I will see you guys later, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye.